In the mountains of eastern Anatolia, where mist drifts through the ravines of Bitlis, people still whisper the name Belkıs Ana Belkıs, the mother. She is said to have lived in the 1960s, in the secluded villages of Mutki, or the dark wetlands of the Kavar Basin. Her story has traveled far beyond the valley's part folklore, part fear, and part truth, too strange to forget. Elders claimed her name came from Queen Belquis, the Queen of Sheba, a woman of riddles and divine wisdom who once spoke with King Solomon. Our Belkıs, they would say, carries the same crown, one of silence and sight. But unlike the Queen, this Belkıs ruled over fog, sickness, and faith. One winter misfortune swept through the villages. Infants were born blind, one-eyed, or with limbs missing, their skin dry and scaled like that of a serpent. Fear spread faster than reason. The villagers whispered of a curse, and of the woman said to command it. They went to Belkıs Ana, a healer who lived alone in a mud-brick house that never froze, its windows glowing faintly blue at night. She was terrifying to behold, tall, veiled, her voice a low murmur between prayer and storm. Yet the desperate still sought her breath. Her nefs, the power said to heal with one word or destroy with another. One night, a group of villagers brought a dying infant to her yard. They gathered under the moonless sky, as Belkıs Ana began to chant verses, tracing circles of charcoal around the child. As she whispered, the air thickened, and a black shadow rose from the ground, moving like smoke made of ash. The mothers screamed as the shape bent over the baby, and in an instant the infant was gone. The shadow collapsed into itself. The light went out. When morning came, there was no sign of Belkıs Ana or the child. Only the smell of burnt salt lingered in the yard. Word reached the authority, gendarmerie from Tatvan, and Mutki arrived to investigate what the villagers called the night of the vanishing child. They searched the hut, and what they found deepened the mystery. There were no documents, no records of a woman named Belkıs living in the region. The house looked abandoned for years, the furniture rotted, the hearth cold. "There's no trace of her at all," one officer reportedly said. "It's as if the woman the villagers describe never existed." Yet hundreds swore they had seen her, heard her voice, felt her hand upon their sick. The official report was sealed. Even without radios or roads, her story spread. The legend burned like a cold fire through the mountains, growing darker with every telling. Decades later, journalists and filmmakers rediscovered the case. In 2024, Bitlis Haber republished the story, calling her Turkey's most mysterious sorceress. The story even inspired a horror film, Dab 5, where fiction blurred with folklore, and Belkıs of Bitlis became an icon of Anatolian mystery. The Atlas of Misty Realms, stories from the borders of knowledge. Every realm of knowledge hides its own mist. Discover the unseen, decode the mist. Follow for the next episode.